Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Craze of Commerce. Our today's topic is types of banks. We are going to study various types of banks in detail. There are total 9 types of banks like central bank, commercial bank, cooperative bank, development bank, exchange bank, regional rural bank, savings, investment banks and specialized banks. Let's study each type of bank in detail. First is central bank. Now, as we all know, central bank is also called as RBI, Reserve Bank of India. It is the apex bank of all the banks. Apex means which is on the topmost, which is head, which is very important bank of all the banks. And in India the central bank is RBI, that is Reserve Bank of India, and it was established in the year 1945 under the Reserve Bank of India Act 1944. And the main functions of RBI is, first is to frame monetary policies. Now, what is monetary policy? It is everything related to money. That is, how much money should be borrowed or how much money should be supplied into the market. This study of borrowing and supplying of money into the market is everything about monetary policy. And to frame this policy, it is the work of a central bank. The next function is issue currency notes. Now, central bank has the authority to print the currency notes. All the currency notes of the denominations has been given authority to central bank except the currency note of rupee 1. It is being printed or minted by government. But other than rupee 1, all the currency notes are printed by central bank. Next, it acts as a bankers of the government. Now, RBI, it is a bank of government. Government's bank is RBI. As well as RBI acts as a bankers bank. That means there are many commercial banks, small banks. These all bankers bank is RBI, means all the commercial banks head bank is also called as RBI or central bank. Next is commercial bank. As I said in the last that is on central bank, that central bank is bankers bank. Now bankers bank means commercial bank. Now let's study what commercial bank exactly means. A commercial bank is a type of a financial institution that accepts deposits, offer checking account services, makes various loans. Now, commercial banks' main or primary function is of accepting deposit from the publics. That means we are having saving accounts in each bank. So, we are having saving accounts in banks. So what is this? That this commercial bank or the bank in which we are having the saving account is a commercial bank, and what we are doing, we are depositing money into that bank. So the function of the commercial bank is what? Accepting the money from us, that is accepting the deposit from us, and lending money, that is giving loans. So banks are also giving us loan, they are also lending money. So this is the very basic function of a commercial bank, which is to accept the deposit and to lend the money. It is, commercial bank is where people do their banking, that means where we common public are doing our banking function. Now this commercial bank is further divided into three groups, that is public sector bank, private sector bank and foreign banks. Now public sector bank, in this bank majority of the capital is held by government of India, means majority of capital stake is of government of India. An example of public sector bank is SBI, State Bank of India, which is very familiar and famous for all of us. BOI, that is Bank of India. Next is private sector bank. Now the private word itself says that it is owned by group of individuals, and the examples is Axis Bank, HDFC Bank, Yes Bank. These all are private sector banks. Foreign banks. These banks are established outside India but have branches in India. That means their main head offices are outside India but their branches is situated in India. Example is Citibank, Standard Chartered, etc. Next is cooperative banks. Cooperative, that means a bank which works under corporation. Many people come together with a with some common objective. Now what is that common objective? Let's see. Cooperative banks are the banks whose main objective is to provide financial assistance to economically weaker section of the society. Means to give financial help, to give monetary help to the sections which is economically weaker, which is very poor in terms of money. So such sections or such group help is given by the cooperative banks. Like other banks, the cooperative banks are founded by collecting funds through shares, accept deposits and grant loans. As we saw in commercial bank, what they do, they accept deposits, they grant loans. In the same way, even cooperative banks are collecting funds by the way of shares, even they are accepting deposit and giving loans to the weaker sections of the society. Such banks are registered under the Cooperative Societies Act. Example, now what or which banks comes under cooperative bank? These are very familiar name which I have given here, that is the New India Cooperative Bank, Cosmos Cooperative Bank, Janta Sahakari Bank. This is very famous banks which are found in India. These all are cooperative banks. Now, this cooperative banks works at three levels, that is primary, district and state level. Now, what is the function of primary? Primary credit cooperative societies, they work at village level. Where they work? Primary, that means they are working at a village level. They collect the deposits from the common public. So what these societies do, primary credit societies, they are collecting the money from the common public, and they also get the financial help from the district banks and from the state banks. So primary credit societies, they are working at a very primary level, that is village level. Secondly, they get help from the district banks also and from the state banks also. Next, District Central Cooperative Bank. Now, they obtain deposit from the public bank, from the public state banks. That is, from state cooperative banks, they are going to accept or they are going to get the funds from them. Sorry, District Central Cooperative Bank is going to get funds or it's going to get help from the state cooperative banks. Okay, and state cooperative banks, they provide funds. Now what they do, they are providing funds to the primary societies as well as the district societies. Clear? The next is development banks. Now the word development means to bring some kind of development or growth in our surrounding, in our country. Development bank are those which have been set up mainly to provide infrastructural facilities for the industrial growth of the country. See, what we saw in cooperative bank, the main function of cooperative bank was to provide monetary assistance or monetary help to the weaker sections of the society. Now the main function of development bank is to provide help for development of infrastructural facilities or for the growth in the industrial area of the country. It is a multi-purpose financial institution, means it works for various purposes. As we saw, it is working for the infrastructure, it is working for the industrial growth also. See, the functions are Its main function is to create an investment habit in the public. That means the public should have an habit of investing their money. Okay, second is provides all type of financial assistance to business units in the form of loans. Now if any kind of business is in need of money, is in need of loan, then such development banks are going to help them. Next is underwriting of shares. Underwriting of shares means some fixed amount of shares of public will be purchased by these development banks. Next is promotional activities, like to have a economic development in general, but to have specifically industrial development means you have to do, or you have to contribute for the economic development, but how? With the help of, or by helping industry to develop in particularly. So in short, you can say a development bank is development oriented. That means it is going to provide funds, it is going to provide financial assistance specifically for only development purposes. And the example of the development bank is Industrial Finance Cooperative of India, IFCI. Next type of bank is exchange banks. This bank facilitate foreign exchange. Now we have heard this word many a times. Foreign exchange, exchange of foreign currency. Now the functions are financing foreign trade, means if you want to carry out foreign trade, import export, then for that the financial assistance will be given by exchange banks. Then issue of letter of credit, means letter is issued by a bank to another bank as a purpose of guarantee. That means suppose the Indian bank is issuing a letter to the foreign bank saying that this person, I guarantee that he will be paying all the payments on time, or he is financially strong to purchase the goods from your country. So this is what, this is the guarantee given by Indian bank on behalf of the customer. Clear? The next is discounting of bill of exchange, remittance of interest, profit, etc. Means payment of interest, payment of profit is done by exchange banks. And the exchange banks example is Bank of Baroda, Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank Limited, American Express Bank Limited, etc. Next is regional rural banks. Regional rural banks, which is established in 1975, and it is sponsored by large public sector banks. Means the help is given by the public sector banks. And in this bank, the capital is contributed by three members. First is government. How much government is going to contribute capital? Government is going to contribute 50% of its capital into regional rural banks. Then state government is going to contribute 15%, and sponsored banks, others public sponsored banks are going to contribute 35%. That means in short, the total 100% will be contributed by government is contributing 50%, state government by 15%, and sponsored bank by 35%. And the main function of this RRB bank is that it is going to accept the deposit from the rural and semi-urban areas, and the deposit which has been accepted by rural and semi-urban areas, with the help of that deposit it is going to provide loans to the small and marginal farmers. So this is how the money is going to circulate. Next is saving banks. Saving banks, we all are familiar with postal savings, commercial banks, cooperative banks. Now we heard about commercial and cooperative. Now there is one more type of bank, that is postal saving banks, where you can deposit your money, where you can get loans also where you also get interest on the money which you deposit. And the main objective of this saving bank is to inculcate or to encourage the habit of savings in within the common public. Next type of bank is investment bank. Business firms and government organizations are the clients of this bank. Now, every banks are having customers. In investment banks, who are the customers? The business firms and the government organization. These big words like business firms and government organization, these are the only members who are going to invest or who are going to be the client of the investment bank. It provides financial and advisory assistance to the customer. So what is the role of an investment bank? That it is going to give some advices related to the finance, how, where to invest, how to invest, when to invest. This all advices will be given by the investment banks to the business firms and to the government organization. It is going to facilitate, that means it is going to help merger and acquisition. What is merger? Merger means when two separate entities, when two separate organizations are combined together and they form a completely new organization. Example is Vodafone and Men's Men. These are the two organizations which were merged together, or you can say combined together. And acquisition means what? To take over another entity, to take over someone's entity. The example over here is Google and Android. Google has captured or acquired the Android company or Android organization. So this is what? Acquisition. Clear? So investment banks are going to facilitate, they are going to encourage, and they are going to help them for having mergers and acquisitions. Then these banks don't deal directly with general public, as we heard in first statement only. It is going to have conversation, or their clients are only business firms and government organization. Their clients are not we common public. We common public are the clients of the commercial banks. Clear? And the last type of bank is specialized bank. In that, first is export and import bank, EXIM, which is also called as EXIM. These banks provide financial assistance only for having imports and exports, okay, for carrying out international trade. For only this purpose, EXIM's banks are going to provide you financial assistance. Next is Small Industries Development Bank of India, that is SIDBI. This bank is a financial institution which helps for the development of MSME, that is micro, small and medium enterprise sector. Means all micro micro industries, small scale industries, medium scale industries. For these kind of industries, SIDBI is going to give a financial assistance. It is going to give a financial help. Next is National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, that is NABARD. This bank is specifically formed for agricultural sector. It was set up by Indian government to promote sustainable agriculture and rural development in the country. To have a sustainable agriculture, to have an agriculture with improved technology, with sustainable energy, sustainable resources, and as well as to have a rural development in the country. So these all are the total 9 types of banks. Okay, total 9 types of banks, which are central bank, commercial bank, cooperative bank, development, exchange bank, regional rural saving bank, investment bank and specialized bank. If you like my video, please do like it and subscribe it. Thank you.